Hello everyone, I am Pradeep. Welcome to another part of this video series where we are looking into the implementation of entities. In this video, we will see how we can make an entity fieldable. So there are no changes in the info file as we are continuing with that same travel module which we used in the last videos also. So there are no changes in the info file. No changes in the install file also. We have some changes in the module file. First of all, we are in the bundles we have defined another key for admin for the path where we will manage our fields for both public and freight, and this is also important to provide the access arguments because otherwise the admin UI it won't work without access arguments. And we are also telling the entity that it is fieldable by assigning it true. Okay, so as we have defined the paths for each bundles for managing its fields or its admin structure, so it is also important to define them in the menu section. So quickly go to the menu section. So there is no changes in the property info also. So let's quickly jump into the menu section. In the menu section we have defined two paths, each one for public and freight, for managing the admin structure. Actually these are only required for declaring the menu paths for registering in the menu system. Actually all the work is the admin work is done by the field API, because we have to do is that we have to tell the entity it is fieldable or not, and we have to define some admin paths. And in this menu, as we have defined, we will just provide a background callback so that only this string will appear in the page of the managing section. Let's go to the browser, it will clear the mist. Okay, so it is our in browser. If I hover on structure, we have two links: freight travel admin, public travel admin. This is the menus which we talked about just now, and this is the string which I was telling we have provided as a callback, but the whole page with these fields and managed display, everything was provided by field API, and that is a whole different a whole different thing about field API. We all know how powerful it is and how flexible it is, and how largely it played a crucial part in Drupal. So let's just add few fields to our bundles. Okay, let's add each field to our bundle. I click on manage field. I will add contact person here. For the freight bundle, I will choose text, just save it, and we'll go through with all the default values to make it quicker. But anyway, as I'm in my local, so it will take a little time. Okay, I have added a field contact person for freight bundle. Let's add one field to the public bundle. Let's add the contact number. Here we have a contact person. Let here add the contact number. Yeah. Let it also be text. Save. And one other beautiful thing about Drupal is that we can reuse the fields. Now in the public travel, here also we need the contact person, but what we will do is that we will reuse the field which we have added for freight bundle. It is an existing field contact person. We will just go through that. We'll just reuse it. So that is the beauty of Drupal. Actually it is also prescribed and very for process, like saving the processing. Like I have seen people adding same fields for different requirements. Like for the field is same, the purpose of the field is same, but they have been added at many places, which actually is a performance hit. It is always recommended to reuse the fields to bring down the performance, to increase the performance. So we will do the same thing for freight also. We will reuse the contact number field which we have added for public bundle. Contact number. Yeah, so we have two fields added for a freight bundle and two fields added for the public bundle. Let's quickly go and add some travel information. Let's say public, meet the tags, source maybe House of Brathian Volantis, contact number something like, and contact person maybe Stanis. Just save it. Got saved the information. So let's go into the database and see what's happening. Now if we look into the, let's refresh this page. Now if we look into the fields table, the important field tables are field config instance, and here are the two fields which we have added: field data field contact number, field data field contact person. These two are the revisions. It's we can omit this for now. In the field config, these two new fields have been added here: field contact person, contact number. This is the table which keeps the information about the new fields which are added to the system. And field config instance says, like, the fields are used where the field contact person has been used by the travel entity for freight bundle, and also by the travel entity for public bundle. Same thing, field contact number is used for travel entity for public bundle and for travel entity for freight bundle. So this is the beauty of Drupal. We have only added two fields, but we are using it for both the bundles. So, and also you can see we have stored the data and it is showing the same thing. So this is how the field we can make an entity fieldable. So this was how we can make an entity fieldable, and you saw the power and flexibility, how flexible the field API is, how flexible the entity is, and altogether how flexible Drupal is. So all the mix, all the mixes of this makes Drupal a very like charming environment, and a very like encouraging environment to work with. So that's why the craze which we have for Drupal, that is the main reason, I believe, the driving force beyond it. So this is all about Fieldable for entities. In the next video we will see how we can make an entity dynamic, like as we have the content types, we can add whatever content type we need, and we can process with that. Similarly, we will see, like for now we have hard-coded bundles. Now we will have dynamic bundles. That means we will see how on the fly we can define a bundle for an entity and process with it and proceed with it. So thank you very much for watching this. Let's meet in the next video. Thanks.